Okay, so anyways, I realized I just said let's do a track breakdown, so let's do that. All right, so and also I'm probably gonna upload this to YouTube, so you know, say hi to YouTube if you'd like. But yeah, all right, let's pull this up. I've never streamed Ableton before, so I hope my computer can handle this. I'm sure it will be able to. You know, I've kind of a beastly computer. How's the run? A bit low on fuel? Yeah, a little bit. All right, here we go. So here is the session view. Oh wait, no, this is a new track, or this is a new project session, whatever. All right, here we go. Wait for it. All right, there we go. Okay, so this is the session, and let me just fold all the tracks here. So you can see here I have about 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you know, I can just count over here, can't I? Oh, well, no. You know, I'm still learning Ableton, but I think I have about, so there's 7 percussion tracks. Actually, let me put you guys like this. There we go. I have 7 percussion tracks. And as you notice, the percussion on this track is very, very complex. But let's just like listen through just some of the percussion parts. So here's the intro part, and this part was hard to nail down. Can you guys hear the audio off of this? Is this making any noise? You guys hear Ableton? It's not showing up as. Is that making noise? Can you guys hear that? OBS is telling me it's not detecting any noise. No, it's not making any noise. How about now? No, not hearing it? Oh, you know what? I bet I have to do this. Preferences, output. Well, no. Might have to do DirectX. How about now? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, just had to switch the drivers. All right, let me turn down the main mix. So yeah, so the percussion was hard to get right for sure. At first I didn't have this track, so I didn't have that click. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. So at first it was just this like, and this is me making a like an inward K sound, which Lacey did a cappella in college, so I was able to get some like techniques from Lacey. Although Lacey was not VP primarily, Lacey is a singer, so you know, like there's like high soprano. So, but Lacey did sometimes fill in for the VP guy on her a cappella group. So, she gave me like the inward K thing, which is like which you know, when you beatbox like as a casual, which I am, you would think it's like you want to be like. But actually it's better to do like a. I'm not doing it well, but it's like that inward, like you basically like suck in air through the side of your mouth, like the side of your tongue, by while like you know, kind of like something just hurt really bad, like you know, something like that. But yeah, anyways, so then I thought to add in this like, and that just layers on top of the snare kind of sound, and it sounds a lot better. So. And then then this moaning pad comes in, which kind of supports the this is part of the mix. So let me actually get this in here. Because what I did for when I was making this, I actually put in the actual track to like listen to as a reference. You can hear that kind of moaning pad in the background. So yeah. And then, oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, anyways, but then we have this like, you know, the tribal drum, the bass drum sort of thing that comes in. And this is just a little bit of added ambience, which I heard it. You can kind of hear it in the, can kind of hear the like crackly saturated like pad in the background here that goes on top of everything else. It's just like a one-off thing, but it just added a little bit of texture. And there's four pads here. Four I call them moaning pads. So there's this one, which is like one of the lower notes. And then this is even lower, like aww. And then a little bit higher. And then this one's like middle. So, you know, just a lot of textures, a lot of layered textures. And then I just kind of like did each of those one time and sort of chopped up the sound bite and then, you know, copy pasted it just to add to that texture. But yeah, back to so everything all together. This is just a video track. And then this percussion track that's about to come in, this is like I think this is more of like a cymbal. Let's hear. Yeah, this is like the cymbal. Oh no. This isn't the cymbal. No, this is adding in like a little bit more texture for the loud like bass drum hits. But you can hear they're kind of synchronized with, like these two are synchronized together. Oh, and then, oh yeah, this was a fun one as well. So here, so listen to this. This part right here, the percussion 6. This was like a texture thing, but oops. So that's just that shh, the little like. Oh wait, that's not it. Oh, that was a little early. Wait, I must have messed something up. Hold on. Oh yeah, you know what? Here's what I did. Yeah, when I dragged in the reference track, like if you listen to the song, like you'll notice like one beat off the front of the song is cut off. Wait, what? What did I do? Hold on. This is wrong. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. I took out the reference track when I exported the song, so anyways. But yeah. Okay, maybe I need to cut off a little bit more. Because I shouldn't have to rearrange anything from the mix. Yeah, there we go, that should be good. Okay, sorry about that. And then yeah, this boom sound right here is really epic. Yeah, this was a fun one too. It's like just boom. And then I just like cranked up some saturation on that. And you know, some reverb and stuff. Yeah, anyways. And just a ton of compression. But yeah, now the percussion's picking up, and that's pretty much all the elements. There's another one of those, the shh. Alright, and then the next section's coming up. Alright, so now we're getting into the sort of the main section, which this part was also, I had to get a little bit creative here because if you notice right here, oh. So yeah, so there's 3 layers to the sort of main like bass octaves. There's the low, and then the high, and then together. So it creates that, you know, octave texture. But then I realized when I was doing this that would have been like way too like hollow sounding. So because listen to this. It just doesn't sound right, right? So what I realized is Ben Prunty has like I think he has a sub bass, which is common in electronic music. And my intonation is not perfect, but it's good enough. So then all together, and that just like adds that lower layer that really adds a lot. So yeah, okay, we're about to get into the arpeggio. So yeah, so all together it sounds much better with that sub bass on there. Yeah, trans people try not to get a music prod challenge level impossible. It's true, it's true. It's a thing, man. It's a thing. All right, but yeah, so here comes the arpeggio part. And this part I would probably rework if I did this again. I would redo this. If you're listening in headphones, by the way, you're gonna hear a lot of like the cool like textures and panning and stuff. If you're on your phone, it's probably not as good, but let me just... Still resisting. So it's like, it's so funny. Like this part makes me laugh because like it sounds bad in my opinion. Like it works, but like you can definitely hear like, so yeah. So I used I definitely just like kind of keyed in a lot of this, and like I just sang this one time like the da 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 da, and then I just kind of copy pasted it, and then there were parts where I had to go a little lower. So on this one I did actually go da 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 da, but then when there's a part where you have to go up another octave and go even higher, and my voice can't do that without like killing my voice. So so where is it? This part, yeah, this part I actually just literally used the Ableton pitch shift, which I don't think that's cheating, but it just sounds very chipmunky, and I think it's funny, so I don't know. But yeah, all together. Okay, and then here comes one of the more fun percussion parts. That's just me literally going, But yeah, this just goes on for a while. It's just building, you know? And the percussion gets a little bit more frantic. Oh, we missed a boom. Yeah, this is the boom. But yeah, I mean, this percussion I think worked, honestly, for the purpose it needed to serve. But yeah, building up. Alright, and then I love this transition into the next part. So pay attention to right here. So this is yeah. So this is again the moaning pad. What's up, Tarion74? Thank you. Yeah, I recreated Last Stand with just my voice. I'm kind of just going over that now, like the track breakdown. But so this part was fun. This was just a whistle. Like I just literally whistled these like falling third notes. And then this one, yeah. There's a little bit of breathiness in there, actually. Hold on. Oh yeah, you can hear me breathe in right there. Let me get rid of that. If I went back and did this again, I would definitely clean up some of this stuff, you know? There's still, like, I cleaned up the percussion a lot. There's a lot of breathing and, like, a lot of, like, airy notes and stuff, but, what's up, Smiling Limpet? Banger YouTube video, thank you. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then, yeah. Girl is tired but doesn't want a miscellaneous run. Do what you gotta do, Sonny. If you gotta head out, you gotta head out, but yeah. Oh yeah, and then this is the after this transition. Yeah, here's these like fifths. Actually, I guess they're octaves. No, are they fifths? Whatever, music theory, music schmeary. Oh yeah, they're fifths. They're fifths. Okay, anyways. Oh yeah, but this transition I think I really nailed. Coming up. Yeah, the fade into that. And then here's this bounce bounce. I called it the bounce bounce because I don't know what else to call it, but it's you guys know, I mean. How else do you sing that, you know? Like, it's just a bounce bounce, you know? And now the bass is coming back. And this is just a little... Just to add a little bit of extra texture to the percussion. Meow, meow, yeah. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Yeah. Alright, but yeah. So, everything's just in full swing. And then here comes the epic part. Wait for the drop. This was hard to get right. This part. Yeah, here's this. Yeah, so there's a lot to talk about there. But basically, has Ben Prunty heard this? He told me to send him the link when it was posted on YouTube. So hopefully he's gonna, you know, leave a nice comment and stuff. But yeah. Oh, maybe he already has. Let's see. No. Sunny did though. Thank you, Sunny. Yeah. But yeah, he did. I emailed him to like ask for permission, and you know, just yeah. But he said send me the link when it's done. He was like, hell yeah, you could post that. But yeah. So anyways, can you put it into the game? I already did Smiling Olympic. Yeah, you missed it for the previous run, but yeah. But yeah. So then I just used another one of these. And then you know, here's the. It's kind of like mouth drumming. I don't know, like. This adds a little bit more texture underneath all the percussion as well. The a little bit more bass, you know. And then so that's more of the high end of the percussion, and then this is like just accentuation basically. So all together. Yeah, and then it goes into that big boom. And then this, I'm really proud of this part. So in the actual song right here, you can hear. You hear the boom. It's like a snare kind of effect, I guess. It goes with the snare. But I figured out that I could recreate that just by like making a noise and kind of whispering out the side of my mouth. Like I'm kind of saying the words "hold it," but like through the side of my mouth. So it's like, just listen. And then I'm just kind of saying with this percussion track, and then this is just me going, and that's just because I have a deep voicing. I can do that, so kind of like a glottal stop, almost like almost, but not quite. But yeah, and then the bass octaves come back as well, same as before. And then that's pretty much it for this part. So yeah, that's everything. And then the bounce come back. And then I get the whistle in. That was very off key actually, but whatever. And then the little moaning pad comes back. Just angelic, man, so good. All of the compliments I'm giving to myself here are like directed at Ben Prunty, just to be clear. Because he wrote this music, so. And this part goes hard too. Like this right here. Has like a very like military march kind of sound, you know? That's just me whistling. Alright. Okay, so this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. Because I'm actually proud of how I figured this out. Thank you, T-Dragon. I appreciate that, yeah. No, you're right, you're right. You know, there's chat on the screen, but I guess the chat is for me, so whatever. The chat on the side of the screen is actually just for me to be able to see. Okay, so this part, this is I call this the ba family, because you know there was the bounce, but then there was the ba, and this is the ba. So listen to this. The chipmunks return, literally. Then you have the moaning pad in here, and then wait for it. All right, so this part, let's look at it individually, because you can't really tell like right away, right? You can tell that like it's not all the same like vocal track, right? But listen, so here's the original take. So that's the one, and then here's the other one. So together, here's how they sound. And the I don't know how to like make the delay stop on Ableton like by just clicking around in here, but anyways. So together. So the reason that I recorded it like this, right? Because you know, wait, what did I just do? I did something. Okay. The reason I did these together like this, or separately, I mean, is because it has to do with the composition of the music. So if you look here on the sheet music, and this was a reference, this isn't exactly an accurate interpretation. How it feels to make a mistake while using a delay pedal. Yes, I've seen that video. That's so fucking funny, dude. Yes, I love that video. So this is the section in the music, and listen to this. Sorry if that's really loud. So that's the part in the song, and if you notice, these are these eighth note runs, and like I'm not a virtuosic singer, right? So I cannot sing these eighth note runs like this, just off the dome. Like I mean, I could practice them, but what I did was I actually used a website called Online Sequencer. Oh, it's already open. Oops. I used Online Sequencer, and what this allowed me to do was basically I basically went through, and this didn't take that long actually. I thought it would, but I went through and I basically did every other eighth note. So I did like on every beat and then on every downbeat. So I did the, you know, right here, this I can't zoom in, whatever. I did this, you know, C sharp and then the A and then the C sharp and then the, no, I skipped the F sharp. Yeah, C sharp, A, F sharp, and then down to the F. And then and so on. And so then I, you know, converted that into a sequence, and then I practiced singing that, but I only had to do it at half tempo. So that's why you got like this. So yeah, and then I just basically like this is just literally copy pasted and then shifted up 1 octave, and then yeah, wait, let me so yeah, as you can see here, shifted up an octave, and then this is the same thing but shifted up 2 octaves, so you have that chipmunky sound. And then same thing here. Yeah, very chipmunky. That's a good word. Highlight of the stream. And then here's the bass part. Because in the actual track as well, the bass comes in like this. Don't worry, we'll play more FTL in a second, guys. But yeah, and then to cap it all off, you have in the original song, you also have this this little textural pad again. It's just so heavenly, bro. So I want to ascend. And then copy paste it, I think, or no? Yeah. Just a little bit of like splicage, you know, just to. And then of course, I thought the like I thought that part where it transitions into the final percussion part, I thought that would be harder, but actually it wasn't that hard, because all Ben Prunty did was he turned off the delay and just like chopped it into 6 different segments. Like I'll show you. Like look, you know. So just here's that section again, just so you guys can hear. Yeah, you hear the pad. And then here's the cutoff part. Now you guys know this. Thank you, Smiling Limpet. And then yeah, here's the final section. So yeah, a big thing here is like this actually added a lot of texture right here. The moaning pad right here again, because if you notice in the final section right here, fantastic, been cooking dinner and listening from the kitchen. Hell yes, Dias says thank you. So listen to the moaning pad. It's like this electric guitar kind of distorted thing. So I think I captured that pretty decently right there, and then same thing over here. Yeah, but then this part was hard to really capture the feel of because it's so like visceral, you know. But really, I just went for it. I don't know, like there's a lot of layers here, but let's look. So, and I don't think my version really feels as like full as the original, but it, you know, it's my mouth, so there's only so much you can do. Yeah, I definitely use a lot of layering. So a lot of dooms and then also a boom on top of the doom. So, and then more just the mid, sort of the mid. And then this was the biggest player here is the. A lot of chopping and stuff that I had to do to kind of line everything up, but. And also this part still doesn't feel super like clean to me, but I think it really captures the essence. So, and then this part is funny because it's like but yeah, and then this part is to get more of that high end, you know, clickiness. And then this part is like the cowbell, you know, and I have no idea how to make a cowbell noise, so this is the best I could do. Yeah, it sounds like Morse code, honestly, but I had to work with what I have, so. All together. Boom. All right. Well, there you go. Anyways, that's it. Track breakdown. Oh, and you know, yeah, well, there's a lot of other stuff there with like, you know, just different like layering of effects and stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's basically a lot. There were the effects really did a lot there because it's a very, you know, electronic sounding song. So anyways, let's play some FTL though, guys.